SpongeBob DLC, SpongeBob DLC, SpongeBob DLC. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Congrats, Lloyd, on first yet again. The fastest there ever is. You excited for the SpongeBob DLC? Because I am. Been waiting for it for a little while. Spongeboy, Bob. Wish I could put on some like SpongeBob music to play in the background, but I don't know if that would be like copyright. Like if I would get claimed for that. Do I do it and risk the entire VOD being muted? I went to type it. I went into Google and I went, is SpongeBob, like to type, is SpongeBob music copyrighted? And the first like autocomplete result was, is SpongeBob gay? Who cares if he's gay? What? He's a sponge. Anyway. Yeah, I'd probably get claimed on that, unfortunately. I don't think there's any alternatives to that would sound like it. Oh well. We'll just play the game. Yeah. Put on the chill music as usual. But watch us go in there and it just has the music playing. And then I have to like mute it or something. Switch over and turn on the music for you guys as well. Hello. I gotta get my game capture on. So I was gonna play Red Dead today, but I just saw that this DLC came out. Like I forgot that it was coming out. And like I forgot that it was coming out today, I should say. Like, I knew it was coming out soon, but I forgot that it was today. So, I'm glad that I had, like, a stream day on the day it came out. I wish I had remembered that it was coming out today. So then, last night, I would have been like, oh, I'm going to be playing Powerwash today for stream. But you know, we live and we learn, like that Sonic song. Hello, turtle. How are you? Good evening. Are you in California now? Did you make it? Are you winning, son? Didn't get kidnapped. That's good. You didn't get dragged off the airplane to make room for somebody else. Also good. I'm like thinking I might need to go to the store after stream. But maybe I'll just do it tomorrow, like after work, since like my work is right next to the store I need to go to. My tomb drinking Baja Blast from a can. I'm so glad it's back in rotation. What was the last one we had? Summer Freeze, I think it was. That one was alright, actually. But there was like one before that that I didn't really like. I don't know why, like, they made Major Melon like a regular one. Of all the flavors, like all their limited flavors, they made Major Melon like... Instead of being kidnapped, I got compared to Ted Bundy and told to cover my vitals if I got shot at. Welcome to California. Remember to cover your vitals if you get shot at. Anyway, let's go have some fun. I'm sure you'll be fine. Me, when I don't cover my vitals fast enough? Yeah. If you get shot at and like you put your hand here, it'll just hit your hand and the bullet won't go through your hand and hit your heart, definitely. 100%. You'll stop it. Like your hand, like the bullet can't get all the way through that. That's crazy. That's nonsense. Put your finger in the gun so it can't shoot. So you put your finger in it and it'll like blast out the back and blow them up. And then their hair will like shoot back and their face will be covered in soot. And everyone will laugh at them. And they'll go, ooh, I yada. That would probably be, yeah, I think that's what I would do. Which side do I normally put this on? For Powerwash, is it this side or the other side? No, I do this side in the menus, and then I do this side in the game. That's right. I remember. Who washes the pineapple under the sea? Look at this bikini bottom. Oh, it looks like it's gonna be just straight up working for SpongeBob, and not like when I last played this and I was talking about this DLC. I was like, I hope they don't like cop out on it where it's like it's not actually like SpongeBob. You're not going to actual Bikini Bottom. It's like an amusement park themed after SpongeBob. And instead of talking to SpongeBob and like Mr. Krabs and Patrick, you talk to George Harold, park supervisor. No, it's just straight up SpongeBob SquarePants. It is a power washer. Boy, are we glad you're here. We all woke up this morning to find our house is completely covered in dirt and none of us can figure out how. Absolutely nothing happened last night except for the surprise birthday party for my pet snail, Gary. It was amazing. Everyone showed up, even the tube worms from Rock Bottom, and the sea monkeys, and Dennis. Probably made the most mess by anyone ever. We definitely cleaned up afterwards, or did I fall asleep and dream that bit? Anyway, our neighbor Squidward blames us. If he says his house isn't clean by the time he gets home from making comedy history at the gala, then he'll do something that we'll all regret. Clean all three. We'll give you all Krabby Patties you can eat. I'm sure Mr. Krabs won't mind. Maybe. I'll give you $1 million for that hat. We get the... I got the SpongeBob wash. The Deep Cleaner 4000. Get it? Because we're underwater in the deep. Do you get it? Mel, hello. How are you? I see.
You know what?
Make sure this
I
isn't
think we're
too
gonna be friends.
Art thou feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Art thou feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Hello, Nate. Thanks so much for the resub. 27 months. How's it going? Thank you for the resub. Good, how are you? I'm doing decent. I woke up and I was like, oh, I got like 3 hours till stream. Perfect. I'll get up and go get some food, hang out a little bit, and then get the stream underway. And then I woke up 30 minutes before stream was supposed to start. Vlad, hello. How goes it? Surviving over there? Or underwater? Making sure the sound of this isn't too loud. $0.25 per lesson. Oh, from Patrick. I think the dirt came here because it wanted to. Yeah. A butt crispy. If I was a dirt, I'd want to live here, and I want all my friends that live here with me. It made the walking sound the same as well. Jellyfish. What's he doing? He's jamming. Okay, goodbye. Jellyfish jamming. Can't believe it's been a week already. 1 whole week. It's been 1 week. Hello, SK. Welcome in. How are you? I've learned that everything I know about cooking goes out the window when I'm a little tired. What? Black Friday again? I don't know how. Fellas, I'm excited to tell you it is once again Black Friday. Oh, it's the imagination box. It's the giant TV box. You know, when I was a kid, this was like my favorite episode. When they get the episode's called Idiot Box, but it's when they get the box, or they get the big TV and they just throw the TV out. I feel that. Please don't burn yourself. Yeah, that would not be good. Oh, this is the bubble stand where he was teaching people how to blow bubbles. Stop on your right foot. Don't forget it. We're gonna bring it around town. If only Ant were here to see this. This is the deep lore I live for. The deep SpongeBob lore. I'll feel real dumb if I don't get some of the references, because I used to watch this like every time it was on TV. Not the episode where he has a secret compartment in the box to picture a Christmas party. It's just a string. But if you pull the string, it reveals a secret compartment with embarrassing photos of SpongeBob at the Christmas party. Nah, it's not that box. That box is like a shoebox. It's not very big. Also, it's not called an imagination box like up there. Gary? They got the reef blower. And Squidward's stupid bicycle. Oh, you can open Patrick's. What happened here? Butt la butt. I love that anime. Double butted. A man can dream. Yeah, what did you make though? Crispy, a few shades darker. No, it's fine. Patrick shat everywhere and imploded. Rip.
Two?
Really like that they made, or they gave you the walking sound as well. Honey sesame chicken. Yum. Rice and garlic bread just because garlic bread is the better version of bread. I had General Tso's chicken. I could have got honey chicken. I was kind of in a hurry though because the place was closing soon, so I just went with the first thing that came to mind. General Tso's. Love honey chicken as well. Honey sesame chicken. Oh, my back itches. I had an itch. Sponge, please. Why didn't you write your essay, SpongeBob? It's so funny. It's just so funny that the DLC for this game, like they could have did anything with the DLC for this game, really. Like they could have gone like just pretty generic with it. But you can tell the developers were just like, we're gonna go with things that we really liked, that we're fans of. You get a Tomb Raider, a Final Fantasy, and a SpongeBob DLC. I'm certainly not complaining. I appreciate them for that, yeah. They're so real for that. DuckTales DLC win? I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. I think they have a couple major content, like paid DLCs coming up. Like they had a whole like roadmap of what they wanted to do. Oh, I'm in a fish costume. Wait, am I just a regular fish? What was the inventory? I'm the my leg guy. No, he's like blue. Scrooge's money bank. You gotta shine every single one. Every single gold piece. Can wait till we start cleaning Ganashina from Attack on Titan. You know, I've never watched Attack on Titan. That's not true. I watched the first episode of Attack on Titan, and I thought it was trying too hard, so I didn't watch any more of it. wanted to see if I could pop the bubble. It was back when it like first released and people were going crazy for it. I was like, all right, I'll give it a try. And I watched the first episode and I was like, well, this anime is trying way too hard. Missing one of 8,953,567 gold coins. That's okay, I'll just go into my menu and mark it, and then it'll start glowing. Making it very easy to find. I would just wash whatever I can see from here. Real ones know that's the back of SpongeBob house has a garage door. Binged all of Attack on Titan when the first season came out. I binged all of Attack on Titan. It was first season. Can I turn it on? No. Oh. For almost a decade, that was all of Attack on Titan. Yeah. I was like not super into it. I wasn't super into the idea of it, but people kept saying it was like so good, dude. It's such a good show, dude. It's so good. I'm like, okay, so I watched the first episode, and then it's like, see all these characters? Don't you think they're cool? His mom gets eaten alive, and it's like graphic. Isn't that hardcore? And I thought maybe that the entirety of the show was just going to be like trying to sell me shock value, which wasn't going to work on me. If I was dirt, I'd want to live here too, Patrick. You already do live here, SpongeBob. This is your house. And I want you to live down the way. And I want a dirty little Squidward to live just next door. What the fuck's SpongeBob? Every scene was in time was like, this shit bussin'. What you looking at? Respectfully. I didn't really give it that fair of a chance, to be honest. But the way that everyone was talking about it, I thought the entire show was just going to be like, ooh, look at these characters struggling to survive against these titans, and then we kill one off every once in a while for shock value. Like, if I know that they're all pretty likely to die, then why would I bother getting attached to any of them? And then I also heard that everyone was like really into it, and then suddenly it became like a show about global politics or something. And then everyone's like, huh? Wait. I thought this show was about people getting eaten. You just gotta pick out the ones with plot armor. Easy. This guy looks like he's got plot armor. I'm sorry, I don't want to watch your vor anime, okay? I have a hard enough time getting into shows as is. What the fuck is that noise? Can you get on his rooftop? I'm ugly and I'm proud. I'm ugly and I'm proud. Well, at least he finally admits it. Dirty butt. Mel, why would you make Buttspot say that? How uncouth. I didn't. Okay. Also, I like how the dirt and like grime, small details, but they made it look like barnacles and like little like sea flower things. Dut butt. I'm guessing this is a mod. There are no mods for this game, Jackie. Welcome in. This is an officially licensed $8 DLC. How are you? Actually, yeah, it just came out. A whole $8. Amidst the Steam summer sale, the one thing I've bought so far was not on sale because it just came out. My pain is chronic, but I'm iconic. I'm glad to hear about that second part. I hope one of the major content updates for this game is mod support. So you can do custom maps. I mean, really, if there's like any mod support to be put into this game, at least custom maps. That's all we really need. Like anything else would be extra at that point. But people said that people were talking about it in the forums on this game. They're like, will there be any like mod workshop stuff, like Steam Workshop stuff? And people were saying that they would probably have to let people use their like patented like dirt engine that they use to like put the dirt on everything and like clean it. So I would understand if they didn't. It would be really sad, but I would understand if they never release like mod support to like protect their engine rights. Yeah, because I totally thought you said you're glad to hear I have chronic pain. Wow, glad to hear that you have pain. You're in pain? Glad to hear it. It's like that billboard, where the photoshopped one. Injured? Good. The dings are all you need. All you need in life is a power wash ding. Not my streamer. He wouldn't say something like that. I've seen the towel version of that. I think I've also seen the towel version of that. There's so many dings, even through my OBS. That's how we know we're doing a good job. Yeah, where's the dings in real life? Tell me I'm doing a good job. Anytime I complete something I'm supposed to be doing, should go ding. 6,900, nice. Hey. This. Yeah, so my every time I see Melo's face, ding. I know that's supposed to like imply like a feeling of happiness and accomplishment, but it could be taken the wrong way. Indication to not look at his lower region. Every time you complete a project, ding. Mel's out of here. Oh no. Dead ass. Is that all SpongeBob's house? I think it is. No, it's not. Which panel? Which panel is it? This one. And finish it by jumping. Here we go. Yeah, so I ordered like some rings like months ago, like a long time ago. And I totally forgot about them because they said they had shipped, but then never gave me like a tracking thing that worked. You bought some rings last night? Let's go. Should I just drop one? But I got these 3 just to see if I would like them. They don't fit super well, like the gold one does, but like these, they fit all right. But it took forever for them to get here. Like I totally forgot about them, and then just recently that they said that they shipped again. I was like, oh, am I actually gonna get them? Why the hell did I think you're talking about onion rings? They're shipping me my onion rings. I had a feeling it was gonna be interpreted that way. And yet you still said it. What, 2 Zelda ones and a Kirby one? Sick. That sounds pretty cool. I think a Zelda one would look really cool. Pretty rings, wow. Hopefully they fit, yeah. Hopefully. it's hard to measure them. Especially since, like, you don't know how much your fingers swell up and like change in size throughout the day until you try to buy rings. A Zelda onion ring. You look pretty cool. You. A Poyo ring. Rock face onion ring. I want a wolf school, like Witcher 3 style wolf school amulet. And you know, friends you'd have if you were a dirt. Never get an evil eye. Last one I got cracked, never replaced it. SpongeBob would still be my best friend if he was a dirt. You're a real one for that, Patrick. Bought 2, a Zelda necklace as well. Ooh. And I want Blade. Blade? He come out already? He is not out yet. We just got the Locha banner. Locha. The Goblin King from the Labyrinth. At least that's what he reminds me of a little bit. David Bowie? Yeah. Kind of like David Bowie. If he was young and in an anime. Then I had the Zelda Z with the Master Sword in the middle of it. The one that was the Forest Gem thingy from Ocarina of Time. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. Oh, you know what would be cool rings to have? Would be rings from, like, the Dark Souls games. You know, I got that Havel ring on me. What do they butt like? Aww. I'd probably pick some rings from the first one. They look, usually for the most part, they just kind of look like normal rings. But, like, you know, the in-game significance of them is they give you, like, huge power boosts. Like, one of the most popular ones in the first one is Havel's ring, which is like a stone ring that gives you 50% more equip load. Or the Ring of Favor and Protection. Ring of Fact. It's a golden ring that breaks if you take it off, but it gives you health, stamina, and equip load. All very, very good stats. An evil eye candle, and it fell over and cracked across the center of the eye, so yeah. That's probably not like bad omens or anything. It was you talking about Evil Eye that reminded me of Dark Souls rings, because they have the Ring of the Evil Eye. I believe that's what it's called in that. In the first one, it's whenever you kill an enemy, you get some health back. Killed 50-50 on autos, but I got best shield in the game, so I'll take it. Still gonna keep wishing because I still need a second healer, generally speaking, in Blades, Besties, and gameplay. Besties. Let me tell you how gameplay changing it is to have 2 healers. Also, Lucha's healing is really good, and his debuff is really good. Literally just build a bunch of effect resistance and energy recharge on him. Energy regen, I should say. It's completely different from recharge. Gather the negative energy directed towards you when it breaks, then it's absorbed all the negative energy it can. It's filled up with negative vibes. It's time to get a new vibe check. So I didn't have one break when I was with my ex. Damn. Spitting fire, Jackie. He's Bailu and Natasha, but like 20 times better. Bro's redonkulous. Going back now, we did clean up last night. Gary and I got our second win and tackled the stubborn stains, and Patrick Seek cleaned the rest with the reef blower. Go team. Yeah, it sure looks like it, SpongeBob. It sure looks like it. Excuse me? This is cleaned up. This is the, when you tell your kids to clean up and you come home. I did clean up. I did. You should have seen it before. That's it. I'm turning off your Xbox. I'm turning off your Nintendo. For the last time, it's an Xbox. As the military was pretty strict with how clean you wanted things, well, I would imagine. My mom has pretty severe like allergies, like dust allergies. So we had to be, when we cleaned things, we had to be pretty thorough as well. I go back to using my sensitive toothpaste. My teeth been acting up. They're acting up. Acting a fool. Yeah, I haven't been using sensitive toothpaste in a minute. Usually I get the Pronamel stuff. But I switched to a whitening one recently, which apparently I didn't know. I didn't know that using some whitening, like certain people using whitening products for your teeth, can make them feel more sensitive. So I'm on like the opposite toothpaste right now. I already bought them, so I'm gonna use them up. You're yellow, like the Bob. The Bob, yeah, I got a fish arm. It's only one tooth at the front, but my goodness, breathing cold air hurts it. Oh, I know that feeling. I have like this tooth like right here that's like the most sensitive of all my teeth. I think I have like root resorption there from my braces, which is why it's so sensitive, more sensitive than all the rest of my teeth. It's all the same, except for whitening ones have a bit more hydroxide. Big toothpaste wants you to think otherwise. Yeah, really, whenever I look at toothpaste, I just look at like if it has fluoride in it. If it does, then you're probably good. And like most toothpaste now is gonna have it. And don't ever fall for the gimmick charcoal toothbrushes. Flow Rida in my toothpaste? Flow Rida? I bought charcoal brushes once because I saw them at the store and they're like, they're so good for you. They're so good. They're so good. They're so good. They're so good for you. They're good and they're so good for you and your teeth. And when you use them, you'll feel so good and your teeth will look good and everything will be good. But then when you use them, everything is not good and everything's actually terrible. And it like ruins your sense of taste. Everything tastes weird. And your teeth feel weird. Charcoal's horrible for your teeth. Yeah, and then you go to the store and then it's like big name brands are trying to sell you charcoal toothbrushes. I think I used one for like 2 weeks and I was like, I threw it away. And got a different one. It's too abrasive, yeah. Don't ever use charcoal toothbrushes. Don't ever fall for that. No matter if it's a trusted brand and all over the packaging they talk about how good it is and how great it is, and it's actually okay because it's charcoal infused. It's not made out of actual charcoal, and it's like they got just a little bit. They perfected the formula with how much charcoal they put in it. They didn't. It's terrible. The big toothpaste wants you to damage your teeth so they can sell you more teeth-helping products. Oh, you mean like Big Pharma? You really think they would do that? Create problems and sell you the cure? That chair is gross. I don't even... Where did they get the top of his house? Well, it is SpongeBob, so anything could happen, I suppose. An ocean being in water. No, they're working with big dentists. They damage your teeth so they can repair them. What spot? You really missed out on your opportunity there. The dirt was dealt with. But our houses were all filthy by the time we woke up. That can only mean one thing. We're off the hook. The hooks. Remember the hooky episode where they all go play with the hooks? And then at the end, SpongeBob exposes himself in front of like 5 people. They could have said they damaged your butt so they can repair them. I'm kind of embarrassed for him. Next time, butt spot, you'll get him. Where am I missing on this thing? I believe that we're all gonna die. And what a good movie. SpongeBob movie. Watch that again. I think that's everything on Squidward's house. Except his front steps. There we go. Discord movie night? I don't know. I tried to organize a movie night one time and then it was like my schedule kept changing and things kept coming up and then it just never happened. But maybe, perhaps. We'll see. Alright, The Rock. Persistence, yeah. If you don't get it, just try again. So I want the animated SpongeBob universe. Both Squidward and SpongeBob can afford a 2-story house and a restaurant salary. And Patrick Star can live under a rock with working TV. And he's unemployed. Imagine being able to own your own home. The people at my apartments are like actually so mad that there was like a couple people out in the parking lot. Like a couple of neighbors out in the parking lot all talking about how much they hate how much everything is changing with our apartments. Like they're like really cracking down on a bunch of stuff. And raising the rent. Like they raised the rent a ton and then made it so only like 1 to 2 cars if you're lucky. We're one of the lucky people because I saw the email. We had to get parking passes or parking permits and they gave 1 per apartment. And they had like a handful of extras and I got that email. I just happened to wake up like way too early on accident one day. And I was restless so I got out of bed and I saw the email and they're like, it's first come, first serve for more parking passes. So I like just walked over there and got another one. So it's like these expensive apartments that you can't even park at. Like you can't even use the parking lot. and they're like cracking down on all this stuff. Like July 4th is coming up, and they put a little notice on everyone's door about how it's like firework restriction reminders, which is you're not allowed to use any fireworks whatsoever on the property, not even sparklers, nothing at all. And then they gave everyone a little goodie bag as well, which was not actually a goodie bag. It was like a little plastic bag that had the smallest bag of chips you've ever seen, like one of those grab and go bags, and a chip clip on it, as a way of saying thanks for renting from us. Like everyone's like planning on leaving. Especially in big cities, feel like you gotta have a roommate. Yeah, like if we're living in like a 2-bedroom one, and like if I didn't have 2 roommates, a 2-bedroom, and if we didn't have 3 people living here, we wouldn't be able to afford living here. So there's gonna be some moving, probably by the end of the lease, which will be a real pain in the ass to accomplish, but like, it's not worth staying here anymore. Alright, did I get both his trash cans? Okay. I like the inconsistency with Patrick's like house. Like some episodes, it's literally just him like literally laying under a rock, and when it like flips up, he's stuck to the bottom of it. Sometimes he's got the chair and TV and the lamp. Sometimes he's got like an entire house. Oh boy, 3 a.m. I have an apartment with my friend. I want to move out by the end of the year. Well, I say good luck to you. The market isn't necessarily very good, but it is nice having your own place. Is this a friend that you've lived with before? Or like you guys just decided that you wanted to? Patrick House is based. Boys' apartments will look like this, and people will find a problem with it. All it's missing is a PlayStation 5. TV. Is it weird how little of TV I watch? Like shows and movies I just don't watch. I'll watch like individual created content way more, like YouTube videos and shit. Like I'm like 100 times more likely to watch like an hour-long Technologies Connection about like refrigerators and how they work than I am to watch like a new movie that just came out that's like critically acclaimed and everyone's talking about it. %. We'll stand all the bubbles. Just spray this bubble container with water. I figured I'd miss some of these pineapple leaves. Job complete. We did it. Oh yeah, look, he is a fish. You can see it from sort of from here. You're playing as a yellow fish. Barnacles be gone. Your angry little squirter is a wonder. Don't call it that, SpongeBob. Sandy's gotta see this thing. She's gonna love it. What do you call fish with no eye? What do you call it, Jackie? Come on. A blind fish, obviously. Yeah. They wouldn't be able to see. See? Get it? A fish. The Bikini Bottom bus. Oh, rock bottom. This is advanced dark. I'm at rock bottom. Maybe we'll see you here. From Squidward Tentacles. Allow me to introduce myself. Squidward Tentacles, artist extraordinaire, virtuoso, clarinetista, cultivator of taste and talent. Pleased to meet you. Oh my god, Squidward, I'm such a big fan. I have one of your paintings. Bold and brash. Will you sign it? I'm looking for an eensy-wincy favor before you split town. You see, the Bikini Bottom Gala night is being held at Fancy this evening, and I plan to showcase some of my most accessible stand-up comedy. I'll be warming up the audience with my one-liners to begin with, so I tried a few out on the bus into town. But just as I was getting into my flow state, the bus driver inexplicably let go of the wheel and covered his ears. I guess he must have developed some kind of rapid onset ear infection. Consequently, the bus careened straight off a cliff and down the incalculable distance into Crush County. Luckily, it soft landed in the sludge and survived the immense pressure and journey back, but we need to clean it up so I can ride it back in time for my set. If you can fit us in, I'll tell you my best joke. You want to move to Oregon? I feel like, did you tell me that before? I feel like you told me that before. I feel like the weather would be pretty nice up there, wouldn't it? Heading west, moving west. You don't really ever see Oregon on the news, or like Colorado or Nebraska. Kelp. If I reach my hand in here with the bus leave. Or Utah, yeah. I guess the most you hear about like Colorado is like snow. And it's a good place to go snowboarding. Oh. I didn't look up in the last one. It's kind of trippy looking. Okay, you're doing it. Terrific. Here's my best joke. All right, here it comes. If I swear if he says, "What do you call a fish with no eye?" What's gray, has 8 legs, 9 brains, and dies after mating? I don't know, Squidward. What do you call that? Oh no, wrong book, hang on. Book. Crack open the joke book. I want to hear this joke. No, Squidward, go on. Let's hear it. The only joke book I need is an autobiography. Good one. Self-burn. Well, Jackie, if you won't love yourself, then we will. That'll learn you. Ding, ding, ding. Wait a minute. What book was that? Oh. Oh. How long this DLC is. Life cycle of the octopus? Is this someone's idea of a joke? Who gave me this? The bus station. All my love, mother. His dad's dead. Was the bus station supposed to be like part of a submarine? I got the restrooms as well. Too soon. How far out can you go? It's gonna turn into a horror game. There's something moving in the distance. You don't recognize the bodies in the water. Own a few good 2-bedroom apartments for a reasonable price for 2 people. Oh yeah? Sounds promising. The hack lashing slasher. The slash springing. The hash singing. You went through all the trouble to dress up and go out there just to entertain me. You idiot. You nincompoop. Then who was flickering on and off the lights? Nosferatu. Oh, does a pirate ask another pirate what regional accent it has? How? Squidward. How? How are you? I'll take the $65. Thanks. That's terrible. Stay with me. Squidward is based. Giga Chad. Spongeboy me ma. Can ye go to Chipotle and get me a carne asada burrito? It'll only cost ye $12.85. What the fuck? What the scallop? Should start saying that. What the scallop? Mr. Krabs wouldn't call it Chipotle. Chipotle. He's a boomer. He was in the war, you know. He was in the Navy. Here it is, my greatest joke. This is definitely it. Alright, let's hear it. Which ancient cephalopod demanded a seat at King Neptune's table? Which ancient cephalopod was it, Squidward? The Ammonite. Get it? Ammonite. Get it? Ammonite, get it? Mr. Krabs, the only boomer I like. It's pretty funny. I give up. Disappointed they don't add his ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. He's probably redeemed himself, the boo butt. A bit of boo butt. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? I'm just wondering how long this DLC is. Because, the free DLCs were decently long for what they were. The sub bus getting so dirty. They, Squidward told a really bad joke and the driver let go of the steering wheel and they fell off a cliff into rock bottom. And they landed in like a tar pit. I'm sorry, the Squidward told a joke and coincidentally, unrelated, the bus driver got an ear infection, spontaneous ear infection. And then they fell off a cliff. The devs knew. I would hope they would know. I feel like the only reason that they would make this DLC is because they would know. SpongeBob fans. I hope they're also Ed, Edd and Eddy fans. We can go clean up the cul-de-sac. Came back and this is the first thing I read. Thought of Titus, but I don't think that's what you're going for. I don't know, conversing about. We're talking about Squidward's laugh. We're not talking about Titus's ha ha ha. We're not talking about that one. I love Titus's laugh though. It's great. It's pretty good. Get up here. And then, like, what happened while I left? We got talking about Final Fantasy. I don't even know which one Titus is from. I can tell you. I used to take this bus to school every day. 10. Yeah, 10. I knew that. That's the one with... him. And... there's like somebody else there, pretty sure. Accidentally. Oh, there it goes. I thought I deleted. I thought I deleted the ladder on accident somehow. Patrick's got the jokes. Yuna's the only other character I know in 10. I'm sure there was other characters, but they're probably not important. You know, it's funny, I got a video in my recommended recently that I watched, which was, I don't remember who made it, but it was a guy talking about games he wished he had never replayed, because he's talking about BioShock Infinite as his biggest example, where he used to think that game was like a masterpiece when he was younger. It was like his favorite game of all time. And then he went back and played it, and then realized that it wasn't very good. And like totally ruined his like nostalgic perception of it. Big mood though. Like BioShock Infinite is like, everything's like, it seems really good because it keeps you on like, there's like so much stuff happening and keeps you on such a fast pace through everything that you don't even like have time to stop to think about anything, and then before you know it, the game's over. But then when you go and actually go back through it and like stop to think about things, it's like none of it makes any sense and nothing ever pans out. Came back and was confused at how we ended up on Final Fantasy X. Well, you see, earlier, Lloyd came back and was confused about how we were on Final Fantasy X, but we weren't. I was telling him we were talking about Squidward's laugh, not Titus's laugh from Final Fantasy X. So then when you came back, we were talking about Final Fantasy X. So you were wondering why we're talking about Final Fantasy X. It was because Lloyd came back and thought we were talking about Final Fantasy X, but we weren't. But then you came back and we were talking about it. I hope that clears that up. I never thought I'd say this, but that looks good as new, if not better. Thanks to you, the people of Bikini Bottom can get a real taste of what sophisticated humor and song should sound like. Right on. The Krusty Krab! I look like I'm playing the fish that experienced high tide. He made me experience high tide. You know the only thing worse than eating chum? Having it draped all over your business. I don't know what's got into that scoundrel Plankton, but he's gone too far this time. If this is yet another diversion so he can try and steal me secret Krabby Patty formula, then like all of his previous attempts, it's doomed to failure. I would say he doesn't have 2 brain cells to rub together, but he don't have 2 of any cells to rub together. Please wash me Krusty Krab down as quick as you can. Every chum-covered minute is $1 lost. High tide. Oh. And Mr. Krabs bringing the heat. Calling him a single-celled organism. I love that dude. And the chum bucket. But I wasn't hired to clean the chum bucket. What are you doing washing down the Krusty Krab? You should be helping me. You incorrigible nitwit. Krab started it by covering my chum bucket with a complex array of dirty circles. You nitwit. Please, I'll pay you. Oh, well, I mean, if you're paying. Say no more. Dirty circles? Barnacle head? Does it say it? Does it say it? Handsome Squidward. Nematodes are people too. Ravioli, ravioli, give me the formula. They got bold and brash here. I also got bold and brash. Here, I'll pull that out again. Whoa. You ever notice that Krusty Krab is a crab trap? Yeah. Yeah. I remember seeing that being pointed out a while ago. They actually swore when recording that episode. They couldn't take it serious enough without actually swearing. And when they replaced all the sounds with the dolphin noises. You draw that on the dumpster? Yes. I did. I love the effort. Thank you for the clip. Well, what I was hoping to find here was... See if I can write it. That one. Oh, somebody wrote something. Somebody wrote on the dumpster and they didn't finish it. Squidward smells good. Spun butt bob. Rules? I hope that's your nose, boy. You know when he's buried in the ground. If you get it, you'll get it. Crab smells. Well, who would write that? I love messing things up. What an emote. I think I added a couple new ones. I don't remember though. I don't remember what they are. They're in there though. Like how obvious like the line, like the seam is for like where you can wash and where you can't wash is. Apparently they're still making SpongeBob episodes, but I don't know. It feels like it's like lost all of its, like it's lost its touch. Like I'll see clips of like the new episodes and it's just like not funny. Oh, those rules, yeah. No spin-offs, can't get his boyfriend license, no crossovers, no love interests. Secret formula can never be revealed. They can never show Pearl's mother. SpongeBob needs to be an adult. Yeah, and then as soon as Steven Hillenburg passed, they're like, oh, we own this show now? Time to start breaking those rules. Instantly. With a spin-off with kid versions. Like that one edit of the surfer dude from one of the episodes of SpongeBob where he like sacrifices himself to a giant wave. And they're like, no, and he's like, don't worry about me, bro. I was born to do this. And it's like edited to be like really hard. It was a real one. At least they wait till he died to make a spinoff. I mean, they also could have just not have done that. But yeah, I guess. It's only released in 2021. So, Mr. Krabs thinks that by defacing my superior eatery, he would render me too busy to concoct an ingenious plan to steal a secret floor. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that he was capable of such a foul deed. I thought it was something only a real lowlife like myself would do. It was the very next thing I did do. Only someone as low life as me would do it, which is why I did it. Yeah, it was like everything up until the first movie is like really, really good. And then it's like, as time went on, it just slowly went down. There's still like funny episodes, but just didn't hit the same, you know? I feel like the episode where they do the whole power within thing was like a fever dream to me. I hardly even remember it. I just remembered the power within. And like, that's it. Unlocked a core memory for me, thanks. Yeah, no problem. The power within. Those like weird looking fish. They're like super tan or something, I don't remember. Weird episode. It was just like this. I'd go home from school, I'd watch this, Ed, Edd and Eddy, maybe a little bit of Dragon Ball if it was on, Teen Titans. I'd go out and ride skateboard. I should really give Teen Titans a rewatch, like in chronological order of episodes. There's like a lot of TV shows that I would watch that had like story continuity, like between episodes, that I would just like not be following properly because that's just how TV was. Like it was just like nonstop reruns, and then they'd air a new episode, and then more reruns. That person that said I look like Raven from Teen Titans, but a mess. Raven from Teen Titans. Just as Baben. Also, hi. Hello, Shy. Hope you slept well. Not really. Hello. I kind of figured you didn't since you were here now. Since you're here now and not like a few hours ago. Just laid down, everything cracked. All of your bones have been released, Jackie. I'm struggling. Well, if it makes you feel better, Shar. Me and probably a lot of other people would have been crushing on Raven from Teen Titans. Teen Titans. At least a long time ago. Isn't there a... Oh, it's right here. I was like, wasn't there a scaffolding? I crushed so hard on Teen Titans Robin. Robin, my beloved. Didn't Brock ban him as well? And then told them to be nice and unbanned him? Or was that somebody else? Get him, Brock. Does that mean, Mel, that you tried to be like Starfire when you were younger? Because she was like the love interest for him. No. The ditziness sometimes makes sense now. Oh shit. Keck shook. You're excused. Classic. Get her, Vlad. Time him out is being rude. She's probably still laying in bed like Gumpy. I don't want to deal with this right now. I want to get up and go have coffee. Karma for trying to kick Pom Pom. Yeah, Mel, will you kick that new little character that's in Fontaine? I don't remember her name. Did they even say her name? I'd do it again. Nobody could stop me. She probably hasn't seen her. Oh. There's like a new like rabbit, I think, creature type thing. Character. That they teased in the Fontaine trailer. I'm Gumpy, yes. Oh, it's Mr. K. Don't listen to Plankton. He's just gone and covered his own chum bucket in muck to try to look all innocent, so he has. What a perfect plan. He must think I was spawned yesterday. That pink one? I think so, yeah. Pretty sure it's pink. It looked very cute. Unlike Pom Pom, who you would kick in a heartbeat. Pom Pom also looks cute, but kickable. It's a rough life when people will call you cute, but they also think you're kickable. You're like, oh, she thinks I'm cute, and then she kicks you. So I bumped the spacebar. Pink bunny, no kickable. Because they're pink. I wonder what the part that makes them kickable is. Because it's pink. Talk to him. Just because it's pink. Just because they're pink. Oh. Careful, Vlad. I'm sure she thinks you're cute, but you're not pink. Oh, Melu. Oh. What would we do without you? She'd probably just kick you for being cheeky. I'm a go. What, an escape Vlad? I don't think so. Pick up for a second, but fine now. I did drop 54 frames. I don't know when, but it might have just been right there. Likes to kick small, innocent characters, but works in her career. Oh no. I would absolutely smack some children if I could. Smack them around a little bit. This power washing is erratic. Here, I'll power wash in a way that you like. Should have worn pink, you little butts. Disgusting attitudes. You gotta kick it right out of them. Again, these high school kids could be cute the way she describes them. High schoolers. Nothing cute about that. I get in all the little cracks. You know how it is. Little bastards. I believe it. High schoolers. We're gonna have to go and wash off our golden brash here soon. The only cute things there are the teachers. You mean you, specifically. Hehe. No, but I'll take that. Let him cook. Jump. Much kids slide around with her drooling. Mel, are you drooling? I'm missing the floor out here. There we go. No? I don't know. I'm inclined not to believe you at this point. Ding. Goodbye, Bolden Brash. Goodbye, Squidward smells. legend. Goodbye, swear words written on the dumpster. When are they gonna release the original audio for that episode where they're all swearing? Maybe ibuprofen, but I don't want to get up to get it. I hate that when you'd like just lay down. The giant jar of mayonnaise. Who could forget? Nice. Somebody get Jackie's ibuprofen for her. Thanks. Are you on cooldown still, or does that just not work for some reason? I guess you're still on cooldown. He's still mad at Vlad. Exclamation, love the hot teachers that work with Mel, apparently. Time out. It's funny, I have a timeout emote that nobody ever uses. It's in the ban command. Where am I saying? There we go. Just had deja vu. I remember a dream where I had saw you clean the underside of the dumpster. Deja vu. Watching Red clean a dumpster. I've just been in this place before. Thirsty girl got banned. Oh, nah. Get put in timeout. Get put in horny jail. It's funny, last night, Char's stream, we're talking about like dial-up and stuff. And I had like just randomly remembered this old puzzle game that I used to play when I was a kid called Whizball. You just make like little like puzzles. And how it worked was they would give you like little shout out on God. Shout out to Char. Can VIPs do shoutouts? I think I gave VIPs. I think I can do the regular one. Here, I'll do it. So anyway, I was in her stream. We were talking about we're talking about some like old nostalgic stuff, and I remembered that I had played that Whizball game, and I like looked it up on Google, and somebody else who also used to really love that game when they were a kid uploaded a version of it where you can like still play it. And basically how it works is that you get You get like a little playing board. And actually I could probably just pull it up. Like it's oops. Pretty small game. On Opera GX has to open. Why is it opening on this monitor? Huh? So it was like there we are. I just need to copy that link. No, that's the Discord link. I just want the link to the Whizball website. So it's this little game here. Can I do this? No? The player thing doesn't work, but basically how this game works, I used to play this all the time when I was a kid, which was you get like this little playing square, and then you have like the goal that you can set up. You have your entrance here where the ball gets dropped in, and then you'd have like your goal like here. And then you have all these contraptions that you can put in. They're like this. And then you would just like set up a little ball thing. Like that. And then you have all these things. Like teleporters and little like catapults and things that punch the ball. And you would do so if I were to upload this, it would just show this part and the goal, and then it would give them 2 of these things. And then put little gray spots. So like if I did here. This is like a very hard puzzle, so it's like it's all gray. And then what you do is it gives you like all the parts that they use to make the puzzle. And then you try to put it back together. Very easy way to lose a few hours. Yeah, I used to spend hours and hours playing this game. But here, we'll just go ahead and cheat this one. You get more points the less clues you use. But I'll just complete this guy's one with all clues instead of spending hours trying to figure it out. Yeah, this is like a really old game. But yeah, people would get really creative with it. Yeah, that one's just like broken or something. I don't know what the hell happened there. But you could do like all sorts of weird stuff with it. Like I think one of the old tricks is doing He's doing something like this. Was it that? Or no, it was if you punch it. So like you can, what made it interesting is that you could do something like this and it would still roll onto this part. And then you could have something like, I don't know, that. I would spend hours of my day playing something like this. I'll think of it like body. Like I would just spend hours making little puzzles like this. It was a lot of fun. It was oh, I can't remember how old I was. Like single digits old. It was on like a Discovery Kids website. It's covered in dirt, has one round leg, and likes hopping a lot. A pogo stick. Whatever it is, it just left. Oh. Yeah, the game was called Whiz Ball, like W-H-I-Z-Z ball. Fun little puzzle game. You could complete your puzzle and then upload it, and then go and see other people's puzzles. The real fun of it was using parts in creative ways. Like using the backs of the little like tube parts and like the tops of the punching gloves and making it go through a teleporter and then getting knocked into a different direction into the same teleporter, which would, when it teleports back, it goes in the same, like, it reserves the momentum. So it will come out the other side just as fast going the way that it went in. zzRedzz. Oh, that game as a kid. But yeah, if you want some time to kill, give it a try. I just like that all the parts are very like static in like the positions you can place them. Like you can place them up, down, left, or right, essentially, but the ball was like completely free moving. So you could do all sorts with that. Unfortunately, all the tracks that I made as a kid are long gone. Time to kill? I play Hoyoverse games. I always have time to kill. Insert Titus laugh. Hoyo games. I'm working on getting my Yukong up right now. I got my Lucha up a decent amount, but I just want to get Yukong up, or Yukong up now. I kind of get her caught up too. Having 2 healers has made Memory of Chaos in incredible amounts easier. Like I'm trying my hardest, like trying to figure out team compositions and like leveling up certain characters, and like I'm watching Char get like a few floors further than me, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I just don't understand. And then I got a second healer, and now everything's like, oh. I don't have to worry about restarting my entire run just because Ting Yun got attacked 2 times. One big time with our pulls. Yeah. It's a huge difference. It's a huge difference when you have really good shielders or 2 healers. Because you don't need 2 healers if you have Japard. Like if you have Japard with enough energy regen and speed, you just constantly throw up his shield and you're basically never taking damage anyway. But Locha's so nice because he's healing and then he also debuffs, so he like completely fucking destroys Mara-stricken enemies. Like he takes away the lifesteal from the one dude and it makes it so the other guys can't like revive themselves. I'm like putting as much energy recharge as I can on him. Just specifically so I can spam his ultimate and debuff enemies. Debuffing's so sexy, I need it. It's very nice. It's so nice because he also gets that same talent thing that Natasha has, where if you heal somebody, it removes a debuff from them. The dead return. Metal cleaner, I do. Bubbly. And the chum bucket is so dirty that even the metal cleaner is taking forever to clean it. No more metal cleaner, no. So excited for the monthly reset. Oh yeah, it's coming up. I hope I have enough resources for the monthly reset. I've been spending it to level up my characters faster. Patrick, you're a genius. Those dirt circles on the chum bucket are exactly the same as those left on the houses on Conch Street. Let's investigate. Can't go around being a big dirt heaving hopper without someone seeing something. Yeah, true. Sup? Yo, Thomas. How's it going? Welcome in. Ho? What? How? I'm doing alright. How are you? My rogue order came. Let's go. Ah. Dragon fruit mango. Let's go. This close to 5-star on standard. I'm pretty close to 5-star standard, I think. I don't remember how much I have though. I think I'm pretty close. I hope I get Clara, if I'm gonna be honest. She's busted. She's like, okay, what if my turn is also on your turn? But every time you take a turn, like every single time you take a turn, it's also my turn. I've also seen high energy regen Asta, which is really funny. She like speeds everyone up and then gets her turn really quickly. And then after 2 of her turns, she speeds everyone up and it just keeps going. I want Yanqing or Welt. Oh, Yanqing is also really good. He's really strong. God of War 2018. Oh yeah, how's that going for you? Butts so cracked. So true, Buttsman. They are. You got that right. Yeah, Yunqing is like ridiculous. He's like, hey, as long as I never get hit, I'm gonna do 1 billion damage. Yeah, like, okay, well, I'll just put Fire MC on the other side then. As long as you never get hit. Ah, man. If only we had a free character that everyone gets no matter what, that can taunt enemies and set their aggression to every other teammate to 0. So they'll never target them as long as they're taunted. It would also help if this person who can taunt super well gets really good damage reduction and possibly a shield. Maybe even some lifesteal. Well, not lifesteal, but like heals every time they use their abilities. Fire MC is so good. It's a big Steam summer sale going on right now. There's like some games that I do kind of want, but I feel like I don't know if they're like, I want them enough to justify buying them. Apparently it's shit. The Steam summer sale is what you're talking about, right? No, Steam summer sales usually go pretty hard. Like, if it was, like, not that great for once, then it's like, whatever. There are some games that are on sale that I wanted. That, one of them I had considered streaming. What the fuck was it called specifically? Hard Space Shipbreaker. It's like 20 bucks right now. I was thinking about getting it. Maybe, I don't know. There's also Deep Rock Galactic. Oh my god, that's on sale for 10 bucks. I might get that as well. Dwarven Legacy? What even all? Oh, sorry, I got distracted looking at all the DLC. I hear Deep Rock Galactic is a really good game as well. Rock and stone to the bone. Check me out. Gonna boost my crit rate by 60%, my crit damage by 30, while also having Yukong buff my crit by a ridiculous amount. Also gonna clap your defense with my E4 Pela. Hope you don't mind. My Bronya adding another 70% crit damage. Hope we don't mind. I actually don't know how much my Bronya's crit damage boosts by, but I know it's a lot. And also, if you do the math for Tingyun, her attack bonus isn't actually that much. She's just a very skill-efficient support, because her thing lasts for 3 turns, and then gives you the ultimate back faster on other people. She's more of a ER boosting support than an attack support. And a skill point efficient support. Also pretty fox lady. Support. Ooms, Tingyun. Yeah. Tingyun go burr. I'm tempted to keep pulling on the banner to try to get Wukong Eidolons. I mean, Kayla Eidolons are also good. And who was the other one on the banner? I don't even remember. Who's got Celia's talents to 8? When their mom aren't targeting the fuck out of her. Chinchue, that's right. The not as great one. I mean, she's still strong. She can still be very strong, but you know, if you're lucky. E4 and E6 are huge buffs for Chinchue. I don't remember what her cons do. She's made for Eula players. You know, the ones that do the damage per screenshot? They got like 10% crit rate and like 400% crit damage. Also E4 and E6. Yes, the classic 4-star formula. The Eula players that are like, Cryo Resonance gives you 15% crit rate. That's good enough. It's so funny watching these videos that Chopin recommended of people clearing 3.7 Abyss solo with like solo characters taking no damage. They're just like super wailed out characters. Watching like a C6 R5 Wanderer just completely destroy second half of the 12th chamber. You really think you can defeat me? Just Yelan and Wanderer just going to town on everything. Honestly, the best part of it is just Wanderer like destroying them and talking shit the entire time. Because that's just what his voice lines are like. D4. After this character's skill is used, there's a 24% fixed chance to gain Autarky, which lasts until the end of the current turn. Your basic attack or enhanced basic attack immediately launches one follow-up attack at the same target, dealing quantum damage equal to 100% of the previous basic attack or enhanced basic attack as damage. God damn. E6 recovers 1 skill point after using enhanced basic attack. God damn. Yeah, she becomes way stronger after those two. I guess once you hit like E6 or even E4 Jinshui, she's like way more worth building. Because she does do a lot of damage. Don't get me wrong. Krusty Krab door frame. Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. Sign shells? Oh, this one. Pizza time. Pizza time. That was also one of my favorite episodes as a kid. The Krusty Krab pizza. And the one where they're selling chocolate. Finally, I've been trying to catch up to you guys all day. I want to buy all your chocolate. Oh yes, the letters. How could I forget? Dirty, nasty letters. But do makeup and the same to red. Cozy? Is that a cozy vibe? But Gina. $22. Is that accurate? Is that because you're too busy looking at the other teachers? Love you, Mel. Those are fighting words. Dem's fighting words. Okay. The wall. The wall. The wall. No man on earth could make you fall. Wait. What am I gonna look at if he ain't at school with me? Just pull up a picture of him on your phone. And then every once in a while, needs some sort of eye candy. Eye candy. It is complete. Sweet mother of the mother of pearl, you've saved the day, so ye have, and just in time for opening hour. I'll pay you straight away, so don't you worry about money. I've already taken out of Squidward's wages. Say, you haven't seen my cook, have you? Young SpongeBob's gone missing. These patties aren't gonna flip themselves. When she's on a CD and forgets to exclamation love you when she can do it again. Yeah, you were trying to love Lloyd, but you couldn't. Feels pensive, man. The paddy wagon. You don't need a license to drive a sandwich. Fish paste. The muck spreader struck again last night. This time it's hit Mr. Krabs' paddy wagon. No one's seen a filthy hopper anywhere, so it looks like we're back to square one. My friend, Sandy Cheeks, is coming over to help me investigate. She's the smartest aquanautic squirrel I know. Together, we'll get to the bottom of all this. Let's split up. We'll search for clues in the dirt, and you wash it all away with your shouty water cannon. Understandable, Mel. It's understandable. That's why one of my current wallpapers is Ayaka. Ayaka? Remember when you told Red that's not how he should view people when talking about a fictional character? How far you've fallen. Yeah, what he said, that thing that I definitely remember you saying. That happened. I don't remember. About Yelan. Oh. I mean, have you seen her? Holy mackerel. SpongeBob said things were messy, but this year's muckier than a mad moose in a marsh. Anyhow, don't mind me. I'm just gonna quietly go about my detecting business. Looking for the three M's. The three M's. Means, motive, and opportunity. Pickle wheels. Don't eat them, Shaw. Don't eat them. First, the crime scene itself. Alaskan bull. So some kind of spontaneous dirtification. None of its surroundings are affected, just the wagon itself. Exactly at Cunt Street, the Krusty Krab, and the Chunk Bucket. Real mystery. As long as you can appreciate more than just their looks, it's all good. It's almost like they've been repeatedly pecked at by some mysterious and hostile beast of the deep. Whatever did this one almighty mouth on its hands, or should I say its face? Yeah, as long as you can appreciate other things about them, you can think they're as babe-in as you want. Or faces? Like Yelan, for example. Since we were just talking about her, she's a great detective. And also, she's babe. Could it be the Plankton Army? Plankton's cousins? His redneck cousins? Plankton's only interested in the secret Krabby Patty formula. Char, you're a hot babe. Anyone or anything that would have a vendetta against so many people. Oh god. You're a hot babe. Who could pull off such a stunt without anyone noticing? Who done it? There's a one I know who has the viciousness, the speed, the guile, and the diameter to do such a thing. And who's that, Sandy? It's got to be the suspense. It's killing me. Sandy, just tell me. Come on. Got me on the edge of my seat. 1 minute. I just need to recharge my device. Okay. Thanks, Sandy. Very cute kid, but me quickly reading up on the lore of Yukong so I can call her a babe without Mel getting mad at me. I really like what she did with the star skiffs. Yeah, I forgot the I forgot the engine in this thing is just a fryer. You can admit someone is attractive on surface level. Oh, okay, we're good then. Like how Locha said, hot, like in a David Bowie kind of way, like a young David Bowie kind of way. You're a hot babe. Damn, she's already putting out the moves. Low Chad. How tall canonically was Dan Hung again? Was it like 6'6"? Why is everyone in Star Rail an unbelievably giant person? Over 6'6". Like what the fuck? That's huge. Bro is a giant. But isn't he like as tall as like most other people in that game? So like everyone in that game is like easily 6'2" or taller, except for like Hook or something. The spatula. Oh, brake lights. And Chintre and Pushuan, probably. Yeah. You like look at them and they're like, oh, they're so small. But in reality, they're like normal height. They're like about as tall as like anybody here. Okay, the patty. I don't know what I'm missing on the patty, so I'll just keep going around in circles until I get it. There we go. Steering wheel and the throttle. There we go. Feast your eyes. And you have Welt and Jingguan, who are taller than Denhung. Yeah. They're like 7 foot something. Ugh. Jumpin' jellyfish. That's the paddy wagon, alright. By the way, did Sandy tell you that she's cracked the case? We're calling in Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. They're the only ones who can stop the grubby fiend. Oh, I know who it is. Does anybody? I know who the villain is who's going around and making everything dirty. But please. I know I'm short, but maybe. Evil sponge. No. He's a part of the League of Villains. It's one of the minor villains. With Man Ray and Kevin. No, not Kevin. Hello, Cypress. Welcome in. SpongeBob has League of Villains. Yeah. There's that episode where they all get like superpowers to stop the League of Villains, but they're like really bad with their superpowers. Blue and red dude? Man Ray? No, not him. Hello, Cypress. Hello. How goes it? It can be none other than the dirty bubble. The one that they accidentally pop with the pencil when they're trying to get his autograph. There's evil afoot. Evil. But it's no foot, amigo. It's a bubble. A dirty, dirty bubble. He's been painting the whole town brown. See? Even I remember this episode. Want to see me run to that hill and back? Want to see me do it again? Like, Patrick bends his legs back up over his head and touches his hands. And Squidward's got like the volcano head. And he yells Krakatoa. Krakatoa. We tracked him to the jellyfield fishes. No, wait. The jellyfish fields. But he cornered us. I didn't think a round thing could do that. Finally, he sucked us in with his awesome surface tension. We managed to pry our way out with Barnacle Boy's rough, rock-eating tongue, but my invisible boatmobile is a wreck. What the fuck? It's covered in every type of gunk you'd find At an all-you-can-eat if you were a clam. Barnacle Boy says you have some kind of squirter that you can pressure into working for you. I respect that. Marbutlo. Classic. His shell is butt, though. Can't be evil. Butt shell. The invisible boat. Wait, if this is the invisible boatmobile, does it disappear as I clean it? It does. They use the glass thing from the Tomb Raider DLC. Sandy Cheeks was right. We gave chase to the dirty bubble, hightailing it away from the paddy wagon with a big filthy grin on his face. As if he could have any other kind of grin. Pink things can be evil. He said squirter. Well, it'll be easy to find all the dirt spots on it. It's like I'm erasing the boat from existence. Don't you worry, kiddo. We're gonna wipe that big dirty green clean off that dirty bubble. Invisible. Just as soon as we wipe down our shoes, the mud's deep here. I don't like it one bit. It's kind of trippy, huh? John Cena's car at IRL. This is the car that he recorded Bing chilling in. We spotted him bobbing evilly north. Evil. Every villain is lemons. Wait a minute, do you realize what's north of here? Goo Lagoon? I don't. I have no sense of direction. Oh. Remember there was like an actual map that somebody had made of Bikini Bottom. I can't remember what it looked like though. Spongeboy says that due north is Goo Lagoon. I knew it. It's like I've been to Bikini Bottom myself. But I don't care who's due that. I don't care who's due that what. If the dirty bubble makes it that far, we can all kiss goodbye to at least 7. Oh, I missed the rest of that. 7 something. I was gonna have to go to Rock Bottom. Go. That was the second. I think that was the second place we went. Actually, was Rock Bottom to clean a boat or a bus. Well, these jellyfish are really testing our supply of antihistamines. Mermaid Man already has a rash from being inside the dirty bubble. Ew. Ooh. We're aiming to apply a real pharmaceutical matrix out here. Ding, 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 ding. Like how the windscreen is entirely gone, but it still says it's dirty. dirty. There's a seat here somewhere. Ever played Battle for Bikini Bottom? Only a little bit. I never owned it. Is it on this side? There it is. Footwell. Steppy. There we go. Oh, it gives you an outline of it. Nice. I hear it's a very good game, though. Has really good speed runs of it, too. Just like T-posing at the end. By the sleeve of Neptune, you've done it. The invisible motemobile looks fantastic, I assume. It's so good to not see it again. Now get a load of this news. It'll blow your fins off. We finally apprehended the dirty bubble, caught him in the act of evil. Open-mouthed he was, and inches away from the Goo Lagoon. Can you imagine? I can't. I have no visual imagination. But when you get inside the mind of a criminal, you don't need it. You can guess their every move, and we got inside more than his mind. We got inside his very being. We're headed to the Mermalayer now, where we can be safely incarcerated. To the Mermalayer, Barnacle Boy. They remastered version? Oh, it's good though. The Mermalayer. No, you hit the Mermalayer. Hello, Gwen. Welcome in. I don't know if you're actually lurking, but thank you for the lurk. You redeemed lurking, so I'm gonna assume so. Yeah, I have no idea if it's good or not either. I know the original was pretty good. Pretty much lurking, yeah. Okay. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Welcome, friend. Welcome to the elusive prison of Fengor. No, wait, I mean the Mermalayer. I live here, don't I? And guess what? That dirty bubble has struck again. This time within our very walls. Don't ask me how, but he escaped. Ran around, dirtied up the place quick as night, sneaking back into his impregnable hold, from which escape is impossible. Look what he's done to the place. He's made the whole 9 yards look like it's a festering nest of negligence. And for what? Revenge? I'd like to see him try. Do something, kid, before we descend into a pit of self-loathing and crime and Bikini Bottom spirals out of control. And don't forget those nooks and crannies. Crime flourishes where angelfish fear to dread. Is that so? Do they have the Orb of Confusion? Oh, there it is. The Orb of Confusion. But you can turn it on too. This doesn't look like the work of Dirty Bubble to me. It's my years of persistent dirt and inefficient cleaning techniques. Inefficient. The worst thing you could imagine, being inefficient.
What? I think we're gonna be friends.
Don't touch me, I'm sterile.
Thank you, Ant, for the resub. 6 months. Let's go. Half a year. You got the dapper looking badge now, I believe. You know, earlier I was like, man, it's too bad Ant isn't here to see this. But welcome in, Ant. How are you? Don't touch me, I'm sterile. We're just about to turn on the Orb of Confusion. You thought of me. I wish if you turned it on, it would like make your screen all fucked up and then turn itself back off. Thought of you. When he was thinking about you. They've had a couple references already. Like in SpongeBob's Yard, they had the imagination box. And the lessons, the bubble blowing lessons booth. Bring it around town. Bring it around town. Look, it's the belt. The utility belt. Did you try setting it to Wumbo? You could be a pirate, a football player, or a starfish. That's the one. They got the lost episode. It was one of my favorite episodes. Idiot Box. Classic. Man. Mama. Man Ray. Sip butt. Mama. I made the ladder, aren't I? Also, if you haven't noticed, we are one of the fish. Want to see me run to that mountain back? Want to see me do it again? Okay, we got the fish hand, like the fin. I could go on. This entire stream has just been that. Believe me. What a quotable show. Char's gonna get none of what we're saying. I was talking about how I wanted to watch the SpongeBob movie again. It's a good movie. SpongeBob movie night? Maybe. There was only one time when I attempted to host a movie night, and then it just kept getting changed, and then it just never ended up happening. I didn't realize Powerwash had the reach to get SpongeBob. I don't play it to be fair, but goddamn. You can tell that they're just doing like stuff that they like. Because they did Tomb Raider and then like Final Fantasy and now SpongeBob. And they could have just did like generic, like more levels. But they decided to go like crossovers. I respect it, yeah. I ain't complaining. Alright, let's see. What do we got? We got Barnacle Boy Sailor Cap. I got the slippers. Oh, the tickle belt. The belt that when you turn it on just tickles you. Radar capsule. Oxygen tank. A lost episode. Mermaid Man's shell bra. Collector lunchbox. The utility belt. Evil. Their star mask. The tartar gun. The murmurang. The aquarang. The disguise. Let's see. Special blender. Ultra grinder 3000. The crustaceous hammer. The squid ink bomb. The paddle ball of fury. Bubble wand of doom. The shell comms. The balls of steel. The aqua glove and the cosmic ray and the radar boot. There they are. I love the part with the fucking... I legit thought you remembered all of them. No, no. They're all like up at the top left there. I realize the name pops up at the top. Yeah. I could recognize some of these. Like I recognize his cap, the sailors, the tickle belt, the lost episode, the lunchbox, the shell bra, the utility belt, the star mask. The radar boot, I think. And the disguise. I could recognize them offhand. I did 2 mil. I was like, damn, I didn't even know that. Oh shit, we got our true fan here. You guys aren't caught up on your Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy lore? Again, that episode when they turn on the Orb of Confusion, they're like really close to it, but he's not, so he just walks away. Rage calls you a fake fan. Pathetic. That cat showed up in my Twitter timeline. But it was like in French or something. It's like La Pathétique. Is it just Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy's layer DLC? No, you just happened to show up when we were doing Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy stuff. The first one was Con Street, which is SpongeBob, Squidward's, Patrick's house. And then after that, it was What was after that one? Was it the Krusty Krab after that one? Or no, it was the bus and Rock Bottom. And it was the Krusty Krab and Chum Bucket. Then it was the Paddy Wagon. The bubble stand. No, this is Patrick. Orb of blank. My brain defaulted fill in the blank with Tornami from Shell and Showdown. We're gonna do to you what Umi did to that sentence. That was a good show. I was gonna do Red Dead today. And then I opened up my Steam, and like at the top it's like SpongeBob DLC now out. I was like, oh shit, that's today. So I didn't want to wait a week to do this, or like start this at least. The Hand of Justice. Totally add Makeout Reef. Imagine having to clean up Makeout Reef. What could you possibly be cleaning up at Makeout Reef? You gotta clean that pillow. Come on, man. What does he say? Hey, man, not cool. The fact that you and I are probably the only ones that get that reference. Good times, good times. They like shine the flashlight in that guy's car and he's making out with a pillow. Hey man, not cool. As much as I used to watch this show, I haven't watched it in a very long time, so there'll be like some minor things that would get away from me, most definitely, that I wouldn't remember. Indeed, though I remember very little. It's been a long time since I watched it, but I used to watch it a lot. It was just stuck on my brain from watching it on repeat when I was younger, yeah. Yeah, I would just have it on, like, all the time. I mean, they would run it all the time because it was, like, one of their shows that did really well. If someone says something, my memory will be unlocked. Yeah, it's just, like, a matter of, like, seeing it or, like, saying something about it. Or seeing it and you're like, that's kind of familiar, and then somebody tells you where it's from and you're like, oh yeah, I remember. I remember. It would just be like, yeah, it would just be on all the time because it was like one of those shows on TV networks, like channels, that was like keeping their like ratings high. So it would just always be on, and then they would like slip in all their new shows like in between them. Like Family Guy on Adult Swim. Where they would have all their weird indie shows, but like they would start every single night with Family Guy, so they would have high ratings. So they continue to be able to afford to play all those shows that nobody else watched. What was Cartoon Networks? It's hard to say for Cartoon Network because they had like a good handful of like really good shows that I would like watch if they were on, like pretty much no matter what. I had to have my priorities though, because if it was like SpongeBob was on Nickelodeon, but Ed and Eddie was on Cartoon Network, I'd go and watch Ed and Eddie. But if it was like SpongeBob versus like Billy and Mandy, then I would have to see which episodes they were each on. My eldest brother and my sister love to watch SpongeBob, so them too. My brother and I used to watch old episodes, then we'd eat lunch back in the day. And then outside of that, we'd watch it if already on TV. It's a good show. Tis. And then they had that Cartoon Network owned that other channel called Boomerang where they'd show like old cartoons. Where I could watch Johnny Bravo and Tom and Jerry. Like Cow and Chicken. I love Johnny Bravo. It's so funny. Angry Beavers. I think that was on Nicktoons, right? They had Hanna-Barbera shit on repeat. Yeah, they did. It was like all Hanna-Barbera stuff. There was a what was that one old cartoon? It was like Johnny something. Not Johnny Bravo. Was it Johnny? I don't remember. It was like a... No, not Test. Older. Like way older. And there was like a... I think there were like... I never really watched it. It was like a really old cartoon. It was like these kids, and there was like a blonde-haired kid. I think it took place underwater. Like they were like submarines or something. I don't remember. It didn't take place underwater, but it was like one of those like adventure, like Indiana Jones. Johnny Quest, that's it. Johnny Quest. Like I was like Johnny It's not Johnny Test. It's not the whip crack one. Johnny Quest, that's it. There used to be like this banger, like animatic, like animation type thing with Johnny Quest on Boomerang that would come on all the time, and it had like this really cool jazz song to it. And then I found the band that wrote that jazz song. You like jazz? Some like totally unknown jazz band. The James Taylor Quartet. I believe they did that song. But it had like that commercial where it was like, it wasn't even like a commercial. It was just like a thing that played during the commercials. And it was like on like a game board. I ain't never heard of that show. I never even watched it, but I would see that animation for it all the time. Wacky races. Good old wacky races. And that laughing dog. Used to watch a ton of Tom and Jerry and Bugs Bunny on Boomerang. Marvelous bunch of good stuff. Going back to sleep though. Have a good sleep, Vlad. $16? Pathetic, Mel. I'm playing God of War 2018, bringing back good times. Is it weird? It's weird that you can be nostalgic for something in 2018, but it's like, that was like 5 years ago, huh? I never played that God of War. Here it's pretty good though. Like when I think being nostalgic for God of War, I'm thinking like God of War 1. Which I don't even know when that was released. God of War 1, 2005. So, was 18 years ago? High percentages. We're eating and run. I feel like if I went back and played the old God of Wars, I'd probably hate them. Maybe a comma would have been better there. Yeah, maybe. He's like, huh? What? So glad that Ant is using emotes that nobody ever uses. Finally. My patience is paying off. Provide good sustenance anyway? Oh, come on, no. Don't think so lowly of yourself. I'm sure you could provide some sustenance to cannibals. bet you taste great. Thank you. Put a little smoked paprika on there. The costumes of the International Justice League of Super Acquaintances. That's the one. Krakatoa. Who would you be, SpongeBob? The real, actual Patrick Star. I'd be the elastic waistband. With those stretching powers, I could change the channel without finding the remote. This isn't believable. Patrick would text this good. Autocorrect working overtime for him. Honestly, sometimes autocorrect be working overtime for me because like I just can't be bothered to like go back and fix things. Like I'll start typing a word and then like I'm like totally missing the first couple of letters. And I'll just keep typing through the word instead of backspacing and hoping that autocorrect figures out that I'm like over like one character from what I'm trying to type. Usually it works, not always though. And when it doesn't work, I'm like, ah, and then I have to go back and delete the whole thing. So I turn it off because even if the word is wrong, it's not the word I want. Sometimes I still deal with that sometimes. Well, I guess common enough. It's like equal parts very helpful and not very helpful at the same time. Lately, it's been putting contractions on every single word, even when I'm not trying to. Like, I'll put Y-O-U-R. Like, your cardboard box. And then it, like, I'd press space, and then it'll add a apostrophe in it. I'm like, you are cardboard box. I'll quite be praying on my downfall, bro. One of these times is gonna totally mess you up. You'll be canceled forever. How to hoe is pure insanity. Talking about hoes. I didn't know you're so into gardening. Often are you typing ho low? Don't worry. Literally for when there's a typo for how, and that's it. Can't you just like in the autocorrect, like when you click on the word and it shows all the word like suggestions, can't you like click and hold on the word and delete it from the dictionary on it? And then it won't autocorrect to it anymore? Happened once and I was like, so we calling a hoe next? So you always want to change how to hoe now. I see. That's how my keyboard works on my phone anyway. When it shows the word suggestions, if I click and hold on the word suggestion, it gives me the option to delete it from its dictionary or whatever. So it stops showing up as an autocorrect word. I've only had to use that a handful of times, but it's like when there's like a notorious word that it just keeps autocorrecting to. The worst is when you accidentally type a word incorrectly and then it adds it into the autocorrect dictionary as a word, and it just constantly tries to correct it to that word, like the incorrect one that you wrote, like the typo. How to hoe? Thought of Mr. Hanky. Well, how to do? Howdy ho. Mr. Hanky the Christmas poo. Computer chair. This is the kind of gamer chair I want. Also, I like how the computer is like the biggest screen imaginable and you're sitting like 5 feet away from it. Not even. Back support on that chair would be immaculate. Realistically, it'd probably be incredibly uncomfortable. Shit. Come on. On the ladder. This is how big computers used to be. A long, 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 long time ago. The screens weren't that big, though. You're a fish in the water? You need a ladder to clean? Yes. What am I gonna defy the laws of physics? And just fly up here? Yes. Don't be ridiculous. They have fire and water, anything's possible. I don't even know how we have this fire for underwater, and it just goes out. Which one of you flatfoots ate my candy bar? Great. Now I'm gonna starve. Was a gorilla underwater in the first place? Wait. If you're in the gorilla suit, then who's Patrick? He's just an actual gorilla. Oh, hello, no idea. Welcome in. Who are you? Cat boom. But the usual. Me ordering at a restaurant. Welcome in, no idea. There's so many memories of SpongeBob unlocking as you play this. A good trip down memory lane. Was also a good episode. We stole a balloon. Yeah, on free balloon day. I'll have to move to a different town. Grow a beard. Shave it off. Nothing beats the camping episode. That's like the all-time goat of episodes. Good thing we're all wearing our anti-sea bear underwear. Band Geeks? Yeah, Band Geeks was really good. The fucking flag twirler scene kills me every time. Flag twirlers, twirl those flags! They just fly off and blow up a blimp. Get my ass kicked on God of War. My skills are so rusty. Just play better. You got it set for M for mini, but it should be set to W for Wumbo. For Wumbo. Yeah, they finally call up Mermaid Man. They finally get to Mermaid Man and they're like, how do we fix it? It's like, did you try setting it to W for Wumbo? Whoever is the owner of a white sedan, you left your lights on. Oh, that's what, okay. That's what that was. In the dumpster. In the dumpster of the Krusty Krab, there's a jar of mayonnaise. Not an instrument. Kicking? Oh, I'm gonna do kicking. No, Patrick. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. I know. When people want to seem smart, they just talk really loud, right? Correct! So maybe if we just play really loud, nobody will hear how bad we are. That's a good episode. I love Band Geeks. And I will never forgive the NFL for not playing Sweet Victory. After teasing that they were going to do something related to SpongeBob at the Super Bowl. We're gonna do and a 1 and a 2 and a skiddly-diddly-doo. Maybe we should play so quietly that no one can hear us. Yeah, they like teased. They're like showing Squidward in his like Band Geeks uniform with like the conductor and stuff. And they're like, ooh, look, SpongeBob at the Super Bowl. I wonder what they're gonna play. Hee hee hee. And everyone's like, ooh. I'll finally watch a Super Bowl halftime. And then they opened with Squidward and then changed to sicko mode. just before the song started. Maybe it wouldn't sound so bad if some Some people then play with big meaty claws. Big meaty claws. All right, that's it. Dicko move. I saw people trying to defend it where they're like, well, the Super Bowl isn't for a bunch of SpongeBob watching nerds, it's for people who like football. I'm like, you think people who like football, like, give a shit, like, what pop song is playing at halftime? The halftime show isn't for the football fans. If anything, football fans probably would have liked that song more. The entire episode is so quotable, it is. It's okay, Squidward. Just imagine him in his underwear. Oh no, he's hot. Go BRB Wid. Love you, love you, love you too. 7%? Oh, apparently you don't. Good luck out there, Sean. Good luck. Did you get here without telling me? She was chilling and doing her makeup. Lurking. Pathetic. Lament. She's just been listening to us make SpongeBob references that she wouldn't get because she doesn't watch SpongeBob. Oh no, he's hot. Made with 92% of Hoyoverse characters. I did. I watched it. I did. Yeah, that Super Bowl one was... They even played, like, the intro, you know, like when... In the episode, Band Geeks, when they play, like, the trumpets, when they're going up to the stage. They even played that part, and then it just cuts to a completely different song. Like, one of the worst CGI... asteroid animations you've ever seen for such a high budget thing. And then they switched to just sicko mode. Which is, you know, nothing on Travis Scott. I don't know anything about Travis Scott. Like, I don't know his music. I've heard like one of his songs and I didn't like it. And he had the McDonald's meal, which was a pretty good meal. But he had nothing to do with that. That was just the NFL being like, nah, that won't pull numbers. Me when Kaya. It is how you spell it, yeah. Cool it. Dodge this. Don't get frostbite. He's coming back and he's getting a new outfit. Oh God, talk to him. I should build my Kaya sometime. He's so good. He's the best cryo battery in the game. I want a C6 so bad. I don't even remember what con I have him at. If I have any for him at all. I don't save my stuff to buy the 4 stars in the shop. In the monthly reset. I just use it on wishes. Which is bad because it's like I can guarantee a 4 star of my choosing if I just save those, but then I don't. Me just watching this Genshin talk. I quit long ago. Long ago. That was another good show, Samurai Jack. I never watched the ending to it. Like when they came out with the new seasons and finished it. I never finished it. It's a good show though. Well, Fontaine's coming soon, no idea. I would assume if you're gonna get back into Genshin, if you ever want to get back into Genshin, I would wait until like the 4.0 update, because right now there is no content. Before time had a name, the first spinjutsu master created, Ninjago. Isn't that where the Laloid joke comes from? Is that Ninjago? I like never watched Ninjago, so like I didn't get that joke at first. I had to go look it up. From the movie. The movie. Yo, this thing like is kind of really hard to clean. I like parkour my way up on it. Where are we going? See if we can get this thing finished up. We might call it a night. I'm not looking forward to this work week. I'm telling you. It's gonna be a long one. Or maybe it'll be a short one. I mean, it'll be a long one because I'm working more than the normal amount of days. But maybe it'll be short feeling because it's gonna be one of the busiest weeks of the entire year. Which is the July 4th week. Red stream tomorrow? There is no stream tomorrow. I'm not going to be able to stream for another week because I'm going to be so busy at work. I forgore. That's okay. Work. No streams for a week then, yeah. It's fucked up. It's sad, but you know, there's not much I can do about it. It's the busiest like week of the entire year because it's 4th of July, so people will be coming in and getting like hamburgers and hot dogs and buns, and they would be getting alcohol, but we don't sell alcohol overnight, so I'll be telling a lot of people that we don't sell alcohol past 9, and they'll be getting mad at me because we don't sell past 9, and I'll have to tell them it's a city ordinance, there's literally nothing we can do about it. And then they'll go, oh, okay. come in and buy food and snacks, and it's gonna be really busy. But I do at least get holiday pay for it, which is why I had agreed to work so much for it during that time. Because it guarantees me 8 hours of overtime on that, or not overtime, of holiday pay on that day, instead of 2 or 6, because of how working overnight it is. Your angry red translator, I'll beat their ass verbally for real. Man, I needed that for a customer recently who I kept telling that I don't believe I can use your EBT card for you. It was like, I wasn't sure on the legality of it, if we were allowed to do that or not, like for a customer. I found out later that you can, if they like do have a disability and like you confirm it's their EBT card, their like food stamp card. But they would just not accept that I was not comfortable doing it because I was afraid that I would like get in legal trouble for doing it. And they just like got mad at me. Like, ma'am, we don't have management overnight. It's just me and like one other dude. And we were like super busy. It was a whole thing. It was a long story, but it was like a whole thing. She was really rude. She was like sitting out in the parking lot and calling in the store while we're trying to like catch up with all the customers. She'd call in the store and be like, "What's taking so long?" Whenever I'm angry, I just speak in Morse code. Whenever I'm angry, I speak in butt code. I see. Ain't no way. Yeah, it was quite annoying. Ruined my whole night. I'm alright though. It was alright. I got over it. But yeah, I think we'll stop there. I don't want to like burn through this whole DLC in one stream. We can continue it next week. Besides, I started so late already because sleeping things and eating before stream. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. We'll raid out now. We'll give our local raccoon little boost to the start of her stream. Immaculate stream as per usual. Come along for the raid, join the Discord. It was good seeing all of you. Thank you for watching. We'll finish up this DLC. Well, I don't want to finish up, but like continue playing this DLC maybe next week. Unless I decide to do Red Dead 2. And like really like pan it out, really drag it out, you know. But I'll probably just continue playing it next week on Thursday. Red has arrived. I mean, she does have that emote. You did make her add it. Well, you didn't like make her add it. I did that cat boom one a long time ago and she thought it was stupid. And like months and months later, you come here and start using it a bunch because you think it's funny. And she's like, okay, I'll add it. Because now she thinks it's funny. It just takes some time. It's like the ain't no way. Yeah, much like other emotes. There's like a bunch of other emotes that were like that. But anyway. Good night, everyone. Again, thank you for watching. I was gonna make a power wash joke about hydrating, but you probably shouldn't power wash like that. Anyway, bye.